Hello!
Hey everybody, welcome to day 44. Seriously. Anybody want to take my place? Seriously.
You love it and you know it.
No, it's annoying.
It's
So,
annoying for one person, isn't for another.
well, it's annoying for everybody, trust me.
Not for me.
So today we're going to talk about just life on the farm. And how certain groups of people figure, because we're carnivores, that we don't love animals, that we don't respect animals.
We hate animals.
Yeah, and it just blows my mind because they have no idea what we go through on this family farm to to help the animals.
Yeah.
What were you told once?
I'm a murderer.
Why?
I'm a farmer. She's a friend.
Yeah. So because he's a farmer, he's a murderer because he sells the cattle. Like, blows my mind.
Yep.
Just blows my mind. So here's some stories. We're gonna time it for 8 minutes and then we're gonna quit because we could go on forever with this.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't know, I was about 15 years old or so, and we were calving out in February, March, something like that. And you can have cold nights then. And I remember getting him woken up in the middle of the night and it's like, okay, we got a calf. He's born in the poop.
In the bog?
In the poop. And we have to get him in now or he'll freeze because the cow will not go to him. She will not lick him off.
She won't clean him.
He won't be able to get up. So out we trug. You got your PJs on and you're putting winter clothes on over top or whatever, and you're going out there. And you have to get the calf out of the muck without getting killed by the cow in the process. And you've got your main person that you look to, because there's usually 2 or 3 of you. And for me, it was like Dad and me, and then Mom would come along and help with different little things.
However she could.
Things, yeah. But it was Dad and me. and you go in there, and at the time I was the muscle, and I would pick up the calf.
I'm your replacement.
Yeah, exactly. I'd pick up the calf and trust without even watching that he had my back. He was watching so the cow wouldn't like kill me or run me down. And you go by, like, is everything okay? Don't worry. You'd hear him yell. You'd kind of look over your shoulder to make sure she didn't get past him. And you're running with this calf in the muck. And you finally get him out of the pen. And you have to bring him up to the house because there's no way that this cow will take this calf in such a mess. And it doesn't matter. You can have the driest, nicest place for these guys to calf. And there'll be one little mud hole. And they'll find it. And that's where they end up dropping their calf. So we sat there and we hosed him off outside, brought him inside, put him in my bathtub, and just Mom plugged it, held his head, and constantly run warm water over him. And she sat there for I don't know how long, holding his head up, making sure his ears wouldn't get in the water, and just washing him down, trying to warm him up. So then finally when that was done, he came into the kitchen, and we've got a picture to show you. I'm sitting there on the floor with him, and I was towel drying him and blow drying him. I use blow dryers on calves like you wouldn't believe, trying to get them warmed up and dry and stuff.
So that they can go outside.
So they can go back to the mom. So then you get them back to the mom, and meanwhile the mom's going, I don't know who this is. Doesn't smell like her. Doesn't, she has no idea whose calf this is.
Smell like Dove.
Yeah, you're not my calf. Well, then you've got to go through the whole ritual of trying to get the calf to drink.
Yeah.
And trying to get the cow to accept the calf, which could go fast or could go days long.
Months.
So
we've had months.
Well, but that hasn't been from dirty. That's been from either adopting or
from losing.
Just stupid cows.
Yeah.
But so I mean, you spend all this time on this calf, and you're hoping that, she'll accept it finally and you can move on. It's crazy. It is totally
But
crazy.
you hate it.
Oh yeah, but you hate it, right? You're doing it because you despise them. You're doing it because you want to eat them. No, you're doing it because it's a living thing.
Yeah.
You want it to, thrive.
There's a lot of hate out there. A lot of people hate people. They're not cannibals.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't hate what you eat.
Yeah, and we're told all the time that,
You hate them, that's why you eat them.
we're just so mean, right?
People hate people. That doesn't mean they're a cannibal.
Yeah, exactly. But it's bizarre. It's like the stuff that we
I
go
think if that
through
was
here.
true, there'd be a lot more cannibals out there.
But the stuff we go through here is crazy. In spring, there's so much muck. And it happens.
yeah.
I mean, you're in the barnyard, right?
Yeah.
So if you've got a really wet spring, you got muck. And thankfully, I don't have to go in there anymore. It's his
It's my job,
now.
yeah.
I've gotten
And-
stuck to already.
Yeah. I lost my boot once. A
And-
couple times.
Don't forget, this muck is like...
This is the length, and the depth is about up to the boot.
Top of the boot.
Top
Yeah.
of the boot.
So if you
In
miss
fact, I think I even went over the boot once, but it never fell in.
Yeah.
And I've never fallen, thankfully. Never fallen in the mud or
I've
the
got some
muck or the...
pictures of him getting stuck. And he's like teetering.
I did fall once, but I never face planted into it. I just hands in,
Yeah.
and I was able to stop myself
And
from
you-
going in deeper.
You are so hoping you don't drop even farther.
Yeah.
Dad and I were walking one time, and we were in the front, and Mom had the flashlight in the back, and we're just cruising.
This
we're
is
walking
middle of the
through
night
it.
too, eh?
Oh yeah.
Like
It's
midnight.
always like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's always like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we're walking here. Dad and I are like talking, and we're walking, and Mom's got the flashlight. And all of a sudden we noticed it's dark. What happened to the flashlight? It's gone. And we both turned around and looked, and here's Mom. And she's
Face down in it.
well, she didn't get her face, but she got the front of her
Whole side?
coat
The
to the
side?
side. Yeah, she never got her face.
This is.
Oh,
I was way
man.
too young to go out at that time.
Yeah.
Whoosh! I can still remember her walking in and the smell.
Yeah. Well, we left
Time.
Her, we left her coat.
After time.
We left her.
After time.
No, she only fell once.
Twice.
Did she fall twice?
Yeah. Once with you.
Oh no, she stepped on my boot and almost pushed me in. So like we're
I remember
sitting-
at least twice.
Dad and I are sitting there laughing like crazy, and she's looking at us and yelling at us like, "Get me out of here!" So we went back over and picked her up and brought her back to the house. And but I mean, this is stuff you're doing in the middle of the night. You know,
Yeah.
when you're going out there, you're checking cattle. I had to check cattle once every hour because all of a sudden we had this cold snap.
Yeah.
And when you get a cold front moving in, the cows will drop. And then it's like, you got calves coming all over the place.
That's why I like it more these days.
Yeah, well now we've changed our calving to a little bit warmer, like a few months later.
Yeah.
So it's a bit warmer, but can be wetter, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of got both problems, but it's so funny. And my mom, dad, and I another time we're walking out there, and we're gonna get this one cow in, and we're going to, make our way around the thing. And dad knows every spot in this farm.
Yes.
He's been on this farm for he's over 80 years old, so he's been on this farm for maybe just under 80 years. And he grew up on this farm. He with his parents, and so he knows every spot on this farm.
Yeah.
So he goes this way around this gate. Well, I'm following Mom. Kinda
She's
dumb.
not following anyone.
She's just going her way, and she walks forward. So I'm right behind her, and all of a sudden she steps back right on my boot, and she starts teetering. And I'm thinking, oh no, you don't, because she's gonna take me with her if she goes over, right? So I'm standing there, and she's teetering, and I'm like, Dad! He's like, well, what are you going there? That you're gonna get stuck. Well, okay, we're stuck. I can't move because she's standing on my foot. She can't move because she's gonna fall over. And I'm thinking,
And I'm too young to
oh,
be out.
Yeah, you're not out there yet. And it's like, oh man, this is not good. And finally we were able to like get her off my foot so that I could get around and go the other way. But why we didn't follow him, I have no idea. I'm following her. I'm not doing that anymore. But it's fun. It's scary.
Yes.
We've had one incredibly close call that we'll tell you about. You know,
in a future day.
Yeah, a few days or a few weeks or whatever. Or one of us just about died. We've had different times where I was sure one of us was going to get killed because you're dealing with the cattle. They're unpredictable. You can have them so nice one year that you're calving and everything goes well. And I even had one of my cows go, okay, I'm going to the barn, bring the calf, and she just walked into the barn and waited. You know, it's like, okay. So we brought the calf in, and she knew exactly where she was going to go.
But cows, older cows are a lot better than...
Can be.
Or can be?
Yeah.
A lot better than
Heifers.
younger heifers.
Yeah, heifers are stupid. But we've had, I still remember, you were out with Dad and Mom this time, and something happened to me. I don't know if it was my knee or something. And I was standing in the barnway.
That was with your back surgery. That was 2011.
And I was standing in the barn, and I don't know if you had the calf or something, and the cow went after Dad.
Yeah. No, I was with you. Dad was out there.
No, both of you guys. I was the only one in the barn.
I think Granny was with you.
Nope. She was standing beside the feeder, on this side of the feeder.
Right.
You were with the feeder, and Dad
was
took
on the
off.
other side, yeah.
And the cow went
Okay.
after him, and he was running for all he was worth, and that stupid cow was after him, and all you can do is pray.
Yeah.
And we pray before we go out, and we pray while we're out, and at the last minute she turned. I was sure she was going to get him.
Yeah.
And when it's just that. It's just,
And when that happens, there's nothing you can do.
you just
Pray and...
pray and try to go after them and help them, but then in the process, you know, it is dangerous. It is so dangerous. And calving is going to be coming up again, and the guys are going to be going out, and it's scary. Like I cannot watch from the house. I cannot watch them doing the cattle, because my vision of what I see is going on is usually worse
than what we can see.
What he's dealing
You're
with.
looking at what's happening from a two-dimensional perception.
And he deals with it from being there. And there's a
Yeah.
big difference from being there to watching it. Because I know I've watched, and I've almost broken out in tears, and I've broken out in prayer, and it scares me.
Yeah.
It scares me something stupid.
And the most calmest moment can look the hairiest.
Yeah. Yeah, where I
From
thought,
where
I
you
said
look.
to him, and I said, like, how was it? And he was like, it was not a big deal. Like, she was fine. And I'm thinking, that's not what I saw.
Yeah.
You know, that's really not what I saw. But, you know, you love the farm. You love the cattle. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, this is fantastic. I love working with cattle.
Yeah.
Minus
That calving
the
area.
calving area. I love working with cattle. I really do.
For me-
I love being out there sorting them,
Yeah.
and working with them and stuff. As long as the bull isn't around, and as long as they're not calving in the stupid
Yeah.
head. You know, because if they're in their head,
Yeah.
oh,
I don't mind doing the cows. And to a degree, even the calving. But I haven't had too many hairy moments with them either.
yeah, yeah. And it's been 13 minutes. So
Yeah.
we didn't
But
really.
I did get
to
charged
those stories.
too.
Yeah, you did get charged. Thankfully, I didn't see that.
Yeah. In the yard. With no fences around, so...
Yeah, yeah, nowhere to hide. But we did. What was it? You went over a snowdrift or something?
Okay. Yeah.
You went over a snowdrift or something, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
In the yard, we have snow piles. Our snow is normally piled up. And the cow just turned, charged, and I ran, 12 feet? What was it? About 12 feet up a snow hill
Yeah.
of plowed snow.
And
And
it changed her mind,
yeah,
thankfully. Oh yeah. No, we'll always say it's the best life in the world, but we have
It
a
is.
lot of friends and stuff that have
Every
gotten hurt.
farmer around here has either been injured or rolled or
Yeah.
every farmer in this area has been injured.
Well, the old farmers, they're
All the old
pretty much are
well,
gone now, but
yeah.
because he
He
was
has.
dad, he has, yeah.
And over there too. No?
No, I don't think so. Okay,
'Kay.
so we
I
have
guess
to
that cues
go.
up our video for today.
Okay, so we'll talk to you tomorrow and we'll be in the kitchen. Bye.
Bye.